in Year 3 this term. For English, this term in writing we'll be using what we learned during our history and geography lessons in order to create a persuasive piece of writing. We will also spend some of our time this term learning about poetry, writing, as well as performing our own poems. For our reading lessons, we'll continue to use our class novel for our lessons on a Monday and a Friday, and then focus on theme texts on a Tuesday and Wednesday. Our Monday class novel work will have a PSHE focus, whilst all of the other lessons will focus on vocabulary, inference, prediction, explanation, retrieval, and summary. This is to aid our understanding of the text and the skills that authors use when writing their texts. In maths this term, we'll be learning about fractions of objects and numbers, including comparing and ordering fractions, then learning how to add and subtract fractions. We will also be learning how to tell the time to the minute using AM and PM, the 24-hour clock, and durations of time. After half term, we'll learn about the properties of shapes, including angles of shapes, drawing accurately, and about parallel and perpendicular lines. We'll finish Year 3 by learning about mass, capacity and temperature. Alongside this, we will continue to have weekly times table lessons. In science this term, we will begin by learning about plants. We will describe the functions of different parts of flowering plants, explore the requirements of plants for life and growth, and we'll investigate the way in which water is transported within plants. After half term, we will learn about forces and magnets. We will compare how things move on different surfaces, explore how magnetic forces can act, and observe how magnets can repel as well as attract some materials. In history this term, we're going to be learning about ancient Greece. We will look at the timeline of ancient Greece and the importance of the Greek gods whilst exploring Greek culture. We will be learning about the importance of Greek gods, particularly the 12 Olympians, and we will be researching a Greek god. We will also be learning about the origins of the Olympics. We will also learn about ancient myths, specifically the Iliad and the Odyssey, and consider what we can learn from them. In art, we're going to be learning about sculpture. We'll explore joining malleable materials in order to plan, design and make models using recycled natural and man-made materials. In DT, we're going to be learning about textiles. We'll practice the skills that are required in order to create a 3D product from a 2D shape. In geography, we will be identifying and locating Olympic countries on a globe, atlas, as well as digitally. We will be exploring the physical and human geographical features of England and Greece and making a comparison between the two. In computing, we'll be using Swift Playgrounds to learn about the concept of programming, what coding does and what it's for. We will then be following the NCCE unit called Events and Actions in Programs and put our programming skills to the test by creating our own maze. For music, we're using Charanga. This term we're going to consolidate the learning that we've already done this year and continue to play the glockenspiel together in a group. We will also explore and create our own melodies and rhythms, which we will be able to record and put onto Shobi. For PSHE, we'll be following the SCARF programme, and the units we'll be covering this term are Being My Best and Growing and Changing. In our Being My Best unit, we'll be learning about keeping ourselves healthy as well as identifying skills we have and goals that we might set to make improvements. In our Growing and Changing unit, we'll be learning about healthy relationships and how to respect each other's body space. We'll also be learning basic first aid. For PE, the school uses Get Set for PE for our PE lessons. This term, Year 3 will be learning about athletics, and then after half term, we're going to be learning to play rounders. Year 3's PE day will now be on a Friday. Homework expectations. We would like children to read for 5 minutes 5 times per week, TT Rockstars 3 times per week, and Spelling Shed 4 times per week. Ideally, this should be on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday in preparation for our spelling test on the Friday. There will also be additional homework on Shobi for children to complete if they wish to, but this is not compulsory.